It's time to grab your favorite soda and take the pizza rolls out of the oven. It's time for movie
Movie news.
news.
Ooh, I had a hard time getting that one out.
How are you, sir?
Apparently a little raspy this morning. Jeez.
I don't smoke. What are you talking about? What's going on? But
How
yeah,
about you, Ed? How you doing?
I'm doing all right. I am doing okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just ready to bring some news to the masses
Yep. All
so I
right.
can educate their asses. I believe that was the Flight of the Concords
Yeah.
or something like that. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So I'll jump in real quick.
Okay.
A little bit of movie news from my neck of the woods, which is kind of nice to say. M. Night Shyamalan is his next film that's coming out has got a PG-13 rating. It's going to be starring Lauren Ambrose. It was going by the original title of what was the original title? Dag nabbit. I had it here. Something about like the vanishings at Caddo Lake. Yeah, the vanishings at Caddo Lake. Now shorter title of just Caddo Lake. It follows the disappearance of an 8-year-old girl having to deal with these swamps. How this pertains to me is this is basically filmed in my backyard.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Caddo Lake is about 10 minutes away from where I live. So
Oh, cool.
anyway, it was all filmed and shot here. So the film is finally coming out. So yay.
Nice.
So that'll be his next film. So make sure you guys check that out and you can see the swamps that I live in. So
Nice.
anyway, you got any news? That was a quick one. That wasn't anything that was too long.
Yeah. So we have found out a little bit more about the HBO, or I guess Max, adaptation of The
Max.
Last of Us. Season 2 is going to be a bit of a wait for that one.
I think
So
it's going to be a
obviously,
bit of a wait for everything at this
yeah.
point.
So obviously, season 1 was a smash hit for the network. I think one of, if not their biggest debut.
Yeah.
Fantastic series, but between just the creativity that has to go into it and the writer's strike,
Yeah.
we are looking at 2025 at the earliest
Oh my word.
for season 2 of The Last of Us. Yeah,
Oh wow.
yeah,
Yeah, that's gonna kind of get off their little excitement train a little bit.
oh yeah,
It'll either build anticipation or just piss a lot of people off.
yeah.
I know the writer's strike as of right now is pissing a lot of people off, and not because of the strike itself. It's
Right.
because of the what's being done. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, and I mean, obviously, the creator and Neil Druckmann from Naughty Dog, they're not going to be doing any writing on the series at all,
yeah,
in solidarity with the strike. So
yeah,
yeah, and I think this is going to happen. We're seeing some movies go into production and stuff. It's because the scripts are already written.
yeah. They were already done.
So
Well,
yeah.
speaking of season twos, I have a season 2 as well for another hit show. Wednesday, Jenna Ortega's Wednesday.
Yeah.
It's supposed to might start shooting by the end of the year. Again, with the Writers Guild strike,
Mm.
they're still kind of waiting. The creator of the show said that he's still waiting on the script. So
Well,
it
yeah,
could be a while.
yeah.
So but they are hoping, fingers crossed, that it is gonna start filming by the end of this year. So
Considering one of these studio CEOs in a single year makes the entirety of what the guild is asking for all their writers,
yeah.
I think we probably could end up going a little bit before getting some decent,
Yeah.
or,
Yeah.
getting some actual or scripted television.
And the fact that one of the big things, and it's not just the pay. It's not
No,
just
no,
that. I mean, we're also dealing with the fact that CEOs and the suits, as I prefer to call them,
yeah,
uh, the uncreatives, the
Yeah.
they they were wanting to use AI to write the scripts for TV shows and then have writers come in and just kind of tweak it.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Oh,
that is
it's
ridiculous.
it's worse than that, even, dude. There's, and I don't know how far this will ever actually get, but there was even talk of just using AI to just make the movies.
Yeah.
Because you can digitally recreate, an individual, their voice, and so, like, of course the execs are like, hey, we got to see if there's a way that we can get the rights, to do this sort of thing.
Just to do the whole film and
Yeah,
not
and
even have the actors, not even pay them.
yeah, well, and they would have to pay them for their likeness, well, unless.
Well, you take okay, and this is going to go way off topic. You take someone like Hatsune Miku. Okay, I'm a big
Yeah,
anime nerd and all that
yeah,
sort of stuff. She's a digital singer over in Japan,
right,
worldwide known. Um, she has become an icon all on her own.
yeah,
So what's not to say that you have all these anime characters and stuff like that that have become icons and all that. What's to say that the AI doesn't create, the perfect woman or the perfect guy and they become the next big thing?
yeah,
It's
yeah, and
scary. It's scary. I saw someone post online the other day something that said uh that growing up they always thought that machines and AI were going to take over the jobs that people hated, but now it's they're taking over all the creative jobs and we're still doing or we're having to do the part-time jobs that the
yeah,
machines don't want to do.
yeah. I saw that too,
I was
and I was
like,
like, I would never thought about that. But you look at, like, the way deepfake technology is advancing so disturbingly quickly.
yeah,
I mean, there's, maybe they don't quite have the cadence of the voices down yet, and
yeah,
some of the visuals, but
it's really close,
it's getting there, and it's going to be, I think it's
scary
going to be
close.
doable very soon, and that's, yeah, could be
Yeah,
put a lot of creatives out of out of work.
yeah, sad to say.
Yeah,
But you had one more piece of news for the day, didn't you?
yeah, ladies and gentlemen, a man who is not out of work,
What?
Steve, our good buddy Steve Barton.
Yeah. Well, we hope not, at least.
Yeah,
We hope
well,
not.
it looks like we are getting a third entry into the All Hallows Eve
Nice.
series of, it's like a, what would you call them? They're, um,
It's an anthology of
yeah,
stories.
anthology of,
Yeah.
that I my brain totally blinked on that
That's
word
all
there.
right. That's all right.
Yeah, so and that's actually coming out October 2023.
Oh,
So we're
wow.
going to get it for this Halloween.
Nice.
Um, curated by Steve Barton alongside Horrible Imaginings Film Festival executive director Miguel Rodriguez.
Right on.
And in this one, when a lost traveler comes across an isolated rural gas station on Halloween night, she thinks she's found her way home. Unbeknownst to her, the eerie gas station is the residence of a family of degenerate, devilish creatures. And as the
Yeah.
night descends into a hellish nightmare, the young woman becomes the center of an occult ritual featuring the devil himself.
Sounds like a church I've been to
I know, right?
in a
It
gas
also
station.
sounds it also sounds weirdly like um the original,
Oh,
like,
Terrifier.
Terrifier short film.
Yeah. I was like, when you started talking about it, I was like, isn't that what the original?
Yeah.
And then you were like, oh, and then there's this, and I was like, okay, it's a
Yeah.
little different. It's a little different. So I'm
Yeah.
excited to see that. It
Yeah, I
comes
am
out
too.
this Halloween, huh?
Yeah, this Halloween,
Right on.
showcasing the work of more indie filmmakers and giving their projects a place to shine outside of the
Nice.
various online platforms. So yeah, obviously,
All
Barton's
done by AI.
yeah, yeah.
No.
Oh, man, Steve Barton's an AI. Whoa.
Steve Barton is, I'm saying it here first, people. Steve Barton is an AI generated person. So,
He's a very talented one, and I
yes.
think we are certain to get some pretty good shorts out of this. So I'm looking forward to this one.
No one can say I'm AI because no computer would create this and be like, "This is good enough." They're like, yeah, "We'll go with it."
Yeah.
It's like that when someone says God broke the mold when they made you. It's like, yeah, because he didn't want to make another one. He was like, oh God, no. Oh me,
No.
no. But anyway, let us know what you guys think of all this mess that's going on. Jump in on this AI conversation. Leave your comments down below, and while you're down there, make sure to hit like and subscribe, because if you don't, AI will come and get you. So yeah, do that. Until next week, hopefully we have some news, and hopefully it's not just like more strike.
Yeah.
Until next week, I'm Chris Mess.
I'm Shane.
Get the hell
See
out
ya.
of here. We'll see you guys.